Hello students, welcome back to Notebook. In today's video lesson, we'll learn about the types of world climate and discuss the first 4 groups in details. Let us get started. There are 3 major approaches to classify the world climate. Empirical data with regards to precipitation and temperature is observed. Genetic, the causes help in organizing the climate. Applied, the purpose is more specific here. Students, Köppen's scheme for climate classification is the empirical, most widely used categorization. It was developed by V. Köppen around 1918 and modified over the years, who recognized close relationship between distribution of climate and vegetation. It is based on the empirical categorization of mean monthly and mean annual precipitation and temperature data. Small and capital letters are designated to different types and groups. There are 5 major climate groups, of which 4 are based on temperature and 1 on precipitation. A, C, D, E signify humid climate, whereas B indicates dry climate. Climate groups denoted by small letters are subdivided into types, depending on the characteristics of seasonality of temperature and precipitation. Dryness is denoted by small letters. F, no dry season. M, monsoon climate. W, winter climate. S, summer climate. Degree of severity is denoted by A, B, C and D. For B, dry climate, capital S denotes steppe or semi-arid. W denotes deserts. Let us look at the groups and types in detail. Group A, tropical humid climate. It exists between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, and throughout the year the sun is overhead. Due to ITCZ, Intertropical Convergence Zone, it is hot and humid. Annual range of temperature is low, but the annual precipitation is high. There are 3 groups. F, tropical wet climate. It is found near the equator, that is, the Amazon basin in South America, the islands of East Indies, and Western Equatorial Africa. Every month, there is significant amount of rainfall, with thunderstorm in the afternoons. Annual range of temperature is negligible, and temperature is uniformly high. Maximum temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and minimum is 20 degrees Celsius during the day. Large biodiversity with dense canopy of the tropical evergreen forest is everywhere. AM, tropical monsoon climate. It is found over northern Australia, Indian subcontinent and eastern part of South America. Characterized by heavy rainfall during summer and dry winters. For more details, consult India Physical Environment. AW, tropical wet and dry climate. This is specific to the south and north of AF type of climate zones and has boundary with the dry climate on the western part of the continent and CW or CF on the eastern part. Extreme AW climate is found to the south and north of Amazon forest in Brazil and neighboring parts of Bolivia and Paraguay in South America, Sudan, and south of Central Africa. Annual rainfall is variable and less than AF, and AM climate types with wet season being shorter and dry season being longer, accompanied by droughts. Throughout the year, the temperature remains high, and the diurnal range of temperature is greatest in the dry season. In this climate, deciduous forests and tree-shredded grasslands occur. Group B, dry climate. The rainfall is very scarce, which is not adequate for the growth of plants. Areas from the latitude 15 degrees to 60 degrees north and south is covered by this climate. From 15 degrees to 30 degrees low latitudes, the areas occur with subtropical high, where inversion and subsidence of temperature do not produce rainfall. Over the coast of South America, with the western margin of the continent, neighbors the cold currents. It extends equatorwards and takes place on the coastal land, with the latitudes which fall in the middle extending from 35 degrees to 60 degrees north and south of the equator, which makes the interior of the continent, ergo the maritime humid winds, to not get access to these regions as they are often surrounded by mountains. They are of two types: BS, steppe or semi-arid climate; BW, desert climate. It is again subdivided into BSH, subtropical steppe; BWH, subtropical desert at latitudes from 15 degrees to 35 degrees; BSK, mid-latitude steppe; BWK, mid-latitude desert at 35 degrees to 60 degrees latitudes; BSH, subtropical steppe, and BWH, subtropical desert climates. Both have common temperature and precipitation characteristics. They are located in transition zones between dry and humid climates. BSH receives a little bit more rainfall than BWH. Thus, subtropical steppe is good for sparse grassland. The rainfall is highly variable, lack of which causes famines in the desert, as short duration rain with thunderstorm is not very effective in building soil moisture. Cold currents border the coastal deserts, which creates fog. In summer, the maximum temperature is very high. 58 degrees was recorded at Al-Azizia, Libya on the 13th of September 1992 as the highest. Similarly, the diurnal and annual range of temperature is also very high. Group C, warm, temperate, mid-latitude climates. On the eastern and western margin of the continents, it extends from 30 degrees to 50 degrees latitudes with mild winters and warm summers. There are 4 subtypes. CWA, humid subtropical climate, occurs polewards of Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, mainly in the plains of interior South China and North India. Except the warm winters, the climate is similar to AW climate. CS, Mediterranean climate, occur in the subtropical latitudes between 30 degrees to 40 degrees around the Mediterranean Sea along the west coast. Areas over the central Chile, central California, and along the southeastern and southwestern Australia. The westerly wind in winter and subtropical high in summer influences this climate type. Summers are hot and dry. Winters are mild and rainy. Monthly average temperature in winter is below 10 degrees Celsius, and in summer it is around 25 degrees Celsius. 35 to 90 centimeter of rainfall is received annually. CFA, humid subtropical climate. It lies on the subtropical latitudes of the eastern parts of the continent. The air masses of this region cause rainfall throughout the year and are unstable. Eastern coast of Australia, northeastern Argentina, coastal South Africa, southern Japan, and eastern USA has this climate. 75 to 150 centimeters in variation in the average annual precipitation. Frontal precipitation in winter and thunderstorm in the summer is common. Daily range of temperature is small, with mean monthly temperature in winter varying from 5 degrees to 12 degrees Celsius, and in summer it is around 27 degrees Celsius. CFB, Marine West Coast Climate. From the Mediterranean climate on the west coast of the continents, it is located polewards. Areas are west coast of North America, northwest Europe, north of California, southeastern Australia and New Zealand, and southern Chile. Due to marine influence, with respect to its latitude, the temperature is warmer. Mean temperature in winter is 4 degrees to 10 degrees Celsius, and in summer it is between 15 degrees to 20 degrees Celsius. Daily annual range of temperature is small, with precipitation that varies throughout the year with 50 to 250 centimeters. Group D, cold snow forest climate. In the northern hemisphere, this is the largest continent area between 40 degrees to 70 degrees north latitudes in North America, Asia and Europe. There are two subtypes. DF, cold climate with humid winter. This happens in the mid-latitude steppe and poleward of maritime west coast climate, where winters are snowy and cold. The frost-free season is short and large annual range of temperature. This calls for short and abrupt changes in weather. Winters are more severe polewards. DW, cold climate with dry winters. Northeastern Asia mainly has this type of climate, with reversal of wind in this region leading to the development of striking winter, anticyclone and monsoon setting in due to its weakening in summer. Poleward winter as well as summer temperature is very low, with regions experiencing below freezing point temperature for up to 7 months in a year. Precipitation is annually very low, with 12 to 15 centimeters of rainfall during summer. With that, we come to the end of this video lesson. We shall discuss the last groups of climates along with global warming and climate change issues in the next video. Keep learning with Notebook. Have a nice day ahead. Goodbye.